The easiest way for you as a bodybuilder to make sure you're actually growing is to log your lifts. You should be recording every single exercise, either writing or through video. So, what does this mean? If you're writing and you don't want to record every single lift that you're doing, get like a little notebook. Like it could be small, it could even be uh, just like on the Notes app on your phone, but it should be something. I have a physical notebook that I take to the gym that I actually write every single lift in. So, what you're going to do, whether it's on your phone, whether it's on paper, you just write whatever lifts you're doing that day. So, like right now, you see me doing chest press. Well, this is just a warm up, but right now I'm doing chest press. So, what I would do is in my little notebook, write chest press machine, and I would put for how many sets, which put what set, and then how many reps I performed for each set that I would do, and for how many reps. And sometimes you kind of want to go in detail, especially when you want to keep progressively overloading. You want to go into detail, like if I did 12 reps, maybe I did 12 and a half and 12 and a quarter. If you're starting out, you probably shouldn't worry too much about that. But as you get more advanced and you're like, why am I not growing? And you want to see the actual growth, see if your reps are growing, even like you get a little more than you did before. But if you're writing your exercise and you're logging your lifts like that, this is what you should do. Or what I just told you is exactly what you should do. Literally just track the weight and track the reps. And if you're doing video, so lucky for me, like I'm recording every set and putting it on camera for you guys to watch. And so the good thing is you can actually see the intensity. You can see, like, especially since for me this was a really heavy set of dumbbell incline presses, and you can see towards the end when I want to get a few more reps when I start cheating and how intense that last rep or even just the last few reps were. So it really helps if you want to do video. It's really more convenient if you have a training partner that can record for you, or if you have like a tripod. But I know most people don't want to record themselves just because of the inconvenience. It takes a lot of space on your phone or having to get someone to record. So if you don't want to record on video, obviously you can just write down your lifts. But like I said, the video also helps to see how you actually performed, or whether your form was good or not, or like which parts need to work and how intense the last few reps were. And so the reason why logging, whichever way you do it, whether you do one or the other or you do both, the reason why this is so important is to make sure you're actually getting stronger. There's a big misconception that you don't need to get stronger to get bigger, which is stupid, because then you're saying, like, do you need to get weaker to get bigger? No, you need to get stronger. You need to lift more weights for more reps, because the muscles get bigger, obviously, from building them, breaking them down in the gym, and then recovering. So if they're recovering, naturally they're getting bigger and they're getting stronger. So your muscles will eventually just get used to the same weight. You can't just be doing, oh, I'm gonna do 3 sets of 12 for like 120 pounds on the lat pull down. Like, you're doing every single set the same with the exact same weight every single week. Of course your back's not gonna grow. Of course you're not gonna get bigger, because you're not getting stronger. So that's why you need to log your lifts, because like, okay, if I did lat pull downs and I did one really, really, really hard set that was like 150 pounds, and next week, or I did that for like 8 reps, next week the goal is to get at least 9 reps, maybe even get 10 reps. And that's how you should be progressing. Because if you're not getting stronger, you will not be getting bigger. You need to be making sure that you're actually pushing yourself. Most people, why they get stuck as intermediates and they don't end up building the bodies that they want, they don't end up getting bigger, they just plateau forever for the rest of their lives, is because they don't push themselves. And because they're not logging their lifts either. So first, you're not even pushing yourself hard enough to even grow. And second, you're not even recording your lifts, as in like either literally video recording or writing them down. So how are you going to know? You're just going to guess based on your head. Like last week or the other day, I think I did this many reps, and I think I did this weight. Like, how are you going to make sure? Because eventually you look at the weeks and you see the progression. That's the good thing about actually recording. You can go and look, oh, a few weeks ago I was only repping this much for this much weight, but now I'm doing this much more. If you're not recording any of it at all, then how are you even going to know? Unless you have like really perfect memory. It's basically impossible. So that's the lesson with this video. Make sure to actually see growth, to make sure you're actually growing, not just through the mirror, but actually seeing, oh, now I'm actually getting bigger. Because some people get trapped with like that body dysmorphia. They don't think they're getting actually bigger. But if you actually go and record your lifts, either write them down or record them, you will see how much stronger you're getting and just how much bigger you're getting because of the increased strength and the increased intensity. I go fully in depth on progressive overload and growth in my Aesthetic Bodybuilders program. The top link is in the description.